Hey y'all, it's Katie. Welcome back to From My Vanity and welcome to a chit chat get ready with me video testing a bunch of new products. Now if you didn't see my shop my stash for November, I can leave it linked up here, but I basically went and shopped my new makeup and then just my regular makeup stash and selected a bunch of products to focus on using for the month of November, and I am taking those products that I picked out and doing a little get ready with me video. I got some requests to do these types of videos, so I'm going to try to do them monthly and we'll see how it goes. I can't promise I'll do it every month, but I'll try as much as I'm able. I am filming this during the day because I have my sister staying with me, so she is watching Olivia downstairs, who is a little bit sick. So if you hear stuff in the background, it's probably them downstairs playing quietly. And then I just put my son to bed, so he might be making some noises. But anyway, yes, we're going to be doing Get Ready With Me. We're going to be trying a bunch of new makeup. Let's just jump right into it, and yeah, let's do it. Alright, first order of business, I always like to put some type of lip oil on my lips just to kind of soak in as I do my makeup, and I'm going to use the Hans Skincare Cosmetics All Natural Lip Gloss in Nude Rose. And then we are going to start with primer and concealer. I've been really into priming and concealing my eyes. I feel like it really helps the colors stand out, so that's what we're going to do today. I'm taking the Milani eyeshadow primer. This one I've been testing out for I feel like 2 months now, and I haven't given my official review just because it's hard because I'm still testing, you know, throughout the months. I'm still testing new palettes, so I still have to go back and forth between like my tried and true Holy Grail Lorac primer. I do some looks with each palette using the Smashbox primer and also this primer, so I'm not using it every day, but which is good, so I'm getting a good feel for it. I definitely think it's good. I just feel like it's not as good as my Lorac, so I'm just trying to see where it falls to see if I like it more than the Smashbox or not, so still trying it. I'm also putting the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer and Contour product. That's a mouthful. Alright, so for eyeshadow, I am using the Mavie Take Me to Santorini palette. I don't have a full grasp on what we're going to be using, but we're just going to go for it. I kind of want to do an all orange look, but I feel like I should use this shade too, so I don't know, let's just start. I definitely know I want to use some of these oranges and yellows in the crease, so we can start there. So for this, I'm going to start with Warm Glare. I do want to say these have a very chemical smell to it. I don't know if it's coming from the eyeshadow or the packaging, but it's definitely a smell that you can smell, and it's not like a nice fragrance. So I figured I'd point that out. But Mave is just like a new brand that just launched these palettes. I think they have like 6 palettes. I think they retail for $23, so not super affordable, but I was really curious to try them, and I don't even, like, it's a brand new brand. Usually I kind of like to sit back and wait a bit just to get a feel after I see some reviews, but something about this brand just really kind of clicked with me. I just liked the name was really cute, but all their designs and like the feel you get from the brand, reading about the brand, I was just like, I really like this brand. And so when they launched on a Tuesday. I purchased 3 palettes from them because free shipping, and these got to me so fast. I purchased it on a Tuesday in the afternoon, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it was like super early in the morning, and it arrived to my door on Thursday. I was not expecting that fast of shipping, but I mean, props to Mave for being on top of it, or Mavie. I keep saying Mavie because they said it's like maybe but with a V. But yeah, their promos, their pictures, their website, it's all very cute. And I love that all their palettes, like they have some really like neutral palettes that are just, you know, more of the everyday, but they have some really, really creative palettes too. I got Santorini, I got Hong Kong, and I got Tokyo. And they're just really pretty. I'll leave their website link down below if you want to go look at what they have, but really unique color variety in each palette. Like the color story I really like. So that went on very easily. It's not super high coverage, but it definitely blended well and built well. So, and that was this Warm Glare. I'm going to go into Greek Sunset and try to blend the two together, and we'll see how this goes. See if they like to build and blend into each other. But yeah, I'm just really curious about this brand and really excited. I was really excited for their launch. But yeah, this is going on nice. Like, it's blending really nicely. It's building up well, and it has a little more pigment, I feel like, than the Warm Glare. I keep wanting to say Warm Glow, but it's Warm Glare. I mean, and it is a softer color. Like, maybe I should try this more yellow shade down here. I feel like this is washed out. But anyway, I just love that mustard yellow more than the bright yellow. I think that looks really nice. I'm not really sure what I want to do. Well, let me swatch them. Maybe that'll help me decide. I'm going to swatch this peach shade, this greeny blue like seafoam, and then let's swatch this deep blue and kind of see the depth of these. Here's, try to make sure you guys can see. I haven't swatched these yet. I got them, took some pictures of them, and then put it in my drawer to use. Those swatched really nice. Ugh, ugh. I'm not very good at this. So yeah, those swatched nice. I don't know how this look is going to turn out because I typically don't do this, but I'm going to try to use, I'm going to use Visa Waver in my outer corner, and then I'm going to cut the crease and put this, which is Drift, on the inner part of my lid, and we'll see how it goes. If I need to add, what is it, Greek Sunset, the orange, into this shade on the outer corner, I will, just to make it look good, because I'm not really sure using this kind of a shimmer on the outer edge how that's going to look. But this is just having fun with makeup. And I'm using a more fluffy brush, so the fact that this is laying down really easily is surprising, because for me at least, whenever I use shimmers, I try to use like a very dense brush because I find it easier to pick up and lay down. But yeah, that laid down no problem. I think that looks good. I'm just going to add some of Greek Sunset, that orange, to it, and we'll see. We'll add more Visa Waver though to it. Okay, so for this, I kind of did more sweeping motions, and the powder, like, it's very powdery, so it kind of kicked off and didn't stick. So then I went on top and kind of did more patting motions, and that definitely helped. So I'm going to take this, I just want to bring it down a little bit, because whenever I do a cut crease, I always regret, and this is a Greek Sunset what I put in my crease, but I always regret not bringing the crease color in farther to really make that cut crease stand out. So we're just going to do that, and then I'm going to take, and these brushes too I got in my BoxyCharm. I used these two brushes before, and now I'm going to use, no, not this one, this one. This is, these are LUXIE brushes. This is a mini flat angled. I'm going to take Golden Streak, which is the yellow. We use this in our crease, and I mean, I still see it there, but it's not as vibrant, I feel like, as the orange, so I want to use this vibrant yellow and see if that helps any. We're just going to put it right up there and then bring it down. Alright, so that's where we are at. I think I might try some blue on the lower lashes, but let's just go ahead and put a little more, where's my concealer? I'm going to put a little bit more concealer on my eye to kind of cut it out, and we'll put, what did I say, Drift. I'm going to put that seafoam color on next. And I don't have hooded eyes, so I can't do the whole trick of like looking up, because I look up and like it doesn't transfer. I thought that was kind of funny because everyone talks about like, oh, just look up. But I guess you have to have really hooded eyes, because I was like looking up and trying so hard to look up, but it won't. Oops. Okay, we're going to fast forward through this because it's boring. I think that's good. Let's hope. And now I'm going to take a really flat, this is the Stilazzi L221 brush. I'm going to take Drift and put that right over that concealer. And whenever I do a cut crease, or honestly like really even any eye look, I really prefer to pat my shimmers on instead of kind of sweep them on. I just feel like, you know, it helps them stick, but then also you just get the nicest pigment you want. So last time I did a Get Ready With Me, or the first time I did one of these Get Ready Trying New Makeup, I asked you guys a bunch of questions, and so I talked more about the questions. This time I didn't really have any questions come in, so I was like, oh, I guess I can just talk about the makeup and we'll see which way you guys like it more. So tell me, do you guys like me to comment on the makeup more, or would you rather just me do more Q&As, or just talk about a certain subject maybe that I've been kind of thinking on, because goodness knows there's always something going on in the beauty community. Yeah, that went on really nicely. I get comments on my Instagram when I post like close-up eye pictures and stuff like, oh, how do you get that good blend? And all I do is I go in with my outer corner color and I kind of, you know, tap on the line, and then I'll go back in with my lid color and tap on the line, and I just do that back and forth until I think it looks blended, and that's like really all I do. Yeah, part of me feels I should have used that deep blue, but I was wanting to not make it an all blue look. I really like that orange. Now I'm going to just take this white shade, which is Psychedelic. Am I even in frame? There we go. I'm going to take this and just put it above here. I'm always scared of white because, like, if it's pigmented, it's a little, like, I don't really want that stark white matte, but this looks like the nice amount, like not too pigmented, nice highlight without being too crazy for my tastes. Yeah, I feel like that was really nice. Now I'm going to take that yellow again, or the brush that I used, the yellow one. I don't think I even mentioned, but this is the Cosmetics. It brushes for Ulta. I forget the number. I will have to have it linked down below because I've had mine for so long. It's one of my favorite brushes, but the writings are all gone. I'm going to take this tiny one that I used the yellow on, and I'm going to, like the golden streaks. Golden streaks. And then I'm going to just run that on the edge to make that stand out. Okay, so now we're going to do eyeliner, and I'm just going to skip through that because I'm not using anything new, and it takes me 5 minutes to do my wing liner. Alright, there we go. You guys know the drill with eyeliner. Always sisters and never twins. And I also stopped using the Pixi one. This is the Pixi and Wiley Hoing eyeliner duo, black liner duo. I use my NYX matte liquid liner to really get it really nice and precise because I feel like I never can with that felt tip side. Like, it's really nice liquid liner. It's starting to dry out, so it's a bit of a pain, but I mean, that's no fault of it. But the felt tip just can't get as precise as I like, so I had to pull out my favorite because I can always get such an easy, smooth, and thin liner. So yeah, I'm just putting the Pixi one on my waterline. I do not like this side of the Pixi one. Like I said, I don't mind the liquid liner side. I'm not a fan of felt tips, but this gel side, I feel like I have to rub my waterline raw to get it to transfer. So, okay, at this point, let's stop and do mascara is typically what I do. I'm going to be using the Covergirl Lashblast Amplifying Primer and the Covergirl Flourish by Lashblast Mascara. These two, I got them in a PR package together, so I wanted to try them out and see if using them together was the secret sauce to making this primer really do amazing things, because when I tried this primer, you know, by itself with other mascaras I was currently using, I just felt like it wasn't that impressive. So I'm going to skip through this. Alright, I look kind of scary with all the fallout and then white lashes, so we're going to go on top with this. I gave this mascara a good review as like almost like a primer, like my first step mascara, because I always like to use multiple mascaras when I do my eyelashes. It is a really nice mascara to really separate, but not enough for me by itself. So we'll see what these two together, if it can give me enough, because I like length and stuff like that, but then at the end I really like a lot of definition. Like, my lash length is what it is, so like I'm not expecting false lash status with a mascara, but I like to make them not look so sparse at the base, so that is important to me. At the end, after I've separated and got as much length as I can out of a mascara, I like to have another one to really bulk it up so it doesn't look so sparse. I didn't curl my lashes because I don't typically, like, it's, you know, kind of a special occasion when I do on the day-to-day. I really don't, and I just kind of want to see what these lashes do without that help, since I typically don't use them. And it's okay by itself, yeah, or, you know, it's okay with these two together, but I definitely would like a bit more. So I'm going to go on with my Essence Volume Stylist Lash Extension Mascara. It's not the best for like really bulking it, but it's like the only one that I have open in my collection that really gives a lot of bulk to my lashes. So that's what I pulled for this month. I'm doing so much talking while I'm putting on my mascara. That means I'm not going to be able to cut it out. And I hate watching myself apply mascara. So there we go. We're just going to call it good. I feel like this lash is being a little funky today, but there's always got to be that one lash, so okay, stop messing with it, Gabby. All right, we are done. Let's move on. We're going to come back and finish up the eyes with the Santorini palette later. I always kind of take a pause at this point, usually if I'm not like doing a tutorial. I take a pause and do the rest of my eyes and then finish up my lower lash line, because I just find it easier to do my face makeup if I don't have to worry about my lower lash line too much. So there is definitely a lot of fallout, but with that said, I feel like all the fallout was the matte shades, not so much the glitter shimmer shades, and I appreciate that. I don't like having to clean up a lot of sparkle off my face, which, let me take this off my arm before I get it everywhere. All right, so I'm going to prime my skin really quick, and I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Iconic Primer Stick that I'm trying to pan in my Project Panning Challenge. I never know if I'm using it right, and part of me feels like this is clogging my pores because I've been experiencing more breakouts since starting to use it every day, but at the same time I also went on a week-long trip. I haven't been doing good skincare since coming back because it's been super busy and stressful at the house. So I don't know if I'm breaking out from that or from the product, just using it every day, but anyway. Let me zoom you out because I feel like we're a little close. Yeah, just a touch since we're doing face. We're going to go on with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. This is in F8. I really hope this isn't too dark. I feel like it is. Let's blend it out down here because if it is, I'm going to get something to help it because I don't want to have a mismatched foundation all day. You know what, we're just going to go for it. It doesn't look like it's that bad. Actually, it looks like it's starting to oxidize a bit. So we're going to go with, I'm going to use the Dermablend Flawless Creator Multi-Use Liquid Pigments. These pigments are a little light for me. So I'm going to go ahead and put a couple, oop, that was a big drop, a couple dots on my face. These things are like really pigmented, so that is a little much. It's going to definitely give some pigment. Anyway, I'm going to put that on my face first so it can help to lighten it. Oh, and I forgot. I think the reviews I said for the, or I watched for this Makeup Revolution was saying you gotta blend it out quick. So I'm just gonna do it section by section. I never noticed having to blend it out quick for the Dermablend drops, so those should be fine, but I should have just done them section by section. So that blended out really easy. Let's go with the other side. And I know a lot of people don't care for the doe foot applicator. I really don't care. I mean, ideally I'd like a pump just because I feel like a pump is quick, effortless, not dirty. It doesn't take a lot of time. Whereas with the doe foot, you know, you're having to dip it in and out, but I mean, I really don't care. The only type of foundation dispensers or methods of application that I really hate are the glass bottles without a pump because those are just messy and no joke, that will make me not want to use it. Like I have the Rimmel, or not the Rimmel, the Maybelline, what is it called? Poreless, Matte and Poreless Foundation. I love that stuff, but I never want to grab it because it's such a pain to pour out and make such a mess along the, you know, the top of it. I just don't like it. Let me get the mirror up close and try to stay in frame. That looks really nice. It definitely looks like, oh, I got a little sparkle. Definitely looks like a more of a full coverage because, and it definitely looks a little dark for me because any areas that I didn't blend it into, like around my mouth, since I have a lip balm off, I'll go ahead and take it off so I don't have to worry about it. But around there, any, you know, the areas I missed next to it, I can definitely tell it's where it is and where it's not. Let's do a couple taps. What do you guys think? It doesn't look that bad on camera. And with powder and stuff, I'm gonna set, I always set my my makeup, I'll do a light powder on top. That should hopefully not make it look too crazy dark. But I like the finish and it blended in really, really easy. And yeah, feels fine. It looks a little heavy on my forehead just because I have more creases there, because I have expression lines, but I really don't care. So we're gonna move on and do, let's see, concealer next. I don't have a new concealer, so we're just gonna use the one in my Project Panning Challenge, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind or Dark Circle Eraser. We're just gonna blend that in. So that is what we're doing for concealer. Let's go ahead and do some setting powder. You know, I'm going to use the Smashbox. So we're using the Smashbox, what is it called? The Cali Contour Palette. And this does have a, it's just called the highlight, but it's like a matte highlight. And I want to use that very lightly under my eyes as the sun leaves me. So I'm just going to take a very fluffy type of brush. But I always forget to use the kind of matte highlight shades to set my under eyes. Mainly because I feel like the more loose powders and more like very finely milled powders are better to set under my eyes. But I want to use this today. I've been really excited to use it, and since we're using all new makeup, I'm going to use this to set under my eyes and see how I like it. I like to pat in for my under eyes and then kind of sweep to blend it. But there we go, not too heavy. And now I'm going to take the Rimmel Stay Matte Mattifying Loose Powder and going to lightly set the rest of my face. This powder, I've already had it for a month and I've used it pretty frequently. One thing is like the holes are extremely big and it itself is an extremely fine powder. So I always get too much. Definitely not the, you know, not the best sifter holes ever, but it is a super affordable drugstore product. So I'm not expecting it to have like the hourglass dispenser, but I do like how light it is. I like setting my makeup with something really light. Even, you know, in the winter when my skin is dry, I still like setting it with something because my oils will come through. So just a little something to set everything, even if I don't want more coverage or anything. I do like this type of product. My issue is that like I've used this for a month before this and not even solid, but how much does it come with? Oh, 0.35, but I feel like I've already used over half of it. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm gonna go through it quick. So I feel I need to look and see, but, and then also like compare. I should use this and the Coty side by side, but I feel like the Coty might be more worth your money because I feel like I can use that for like 2 years solid and I still, you know, am not running out of the Coty. Whereas that, I feel like I'm gonna be done in a couple months. But anyway, let's move on to bronzing. We're gonna go back into the Cali Contour. I just love the packaging. I love the size of it. I like how travel friendly it is. I really like Smashbox products, especially like their face products. So let's go into this to contour and then we'll use this to blend things out. And I'm going to use this little Stilazzi S305 brush. And I apologize, I've been forgetting to kind of name the brushes as I go along. Do you guys care if I do or don't do that? Let me know if you want me to do that, and next time I can definitely make a more concerted effort to remember as I go along to tell you guys the brushes I'm using. But I don't know, I feel like especially for face brushes, I tend to just use the same ones. So going into the lighter shade with the bigger Stilazzi brush. I love these dual fiber. This is the S306. I'm gonna go over that. I really don't have any like expectations that this Cali Contour palette isn't going to be good because Smashbox's face products, like their blushes, bronzers, and highlighters are really, really nice. I've always liked them. But the reason I wanted to get this is just because I like how compact it is. I have a really big one from a previous holiday collection and I love it and I don't want to get rid of it because I like their cheek products. They're like contour and blush and highlight, but it's just so bulky. I never use it and I definitely never travel with it. So this I wanted to buy because I can take it with me and I like that it only has one blush. The other one I have from them has a ton of blushes and you guys know me, I'm not really a big blush person, so if I'm going to travel somewhere, like having just one blush, that's all I need. I don't feel the need to get another one. So now talking about blush, let's just go into that blush. I don't even know what this is called. It just says matte blush. I'm not sure if this is full of like staple items you can get separate, like purchase separately. Since it's not named, I'm thinking not, because I feel like they would name it if it was a standard shade, but I really don't, I don't know. I just like how easy they blend and how like not vibrant their shades are. Like, I know people always like a lot of pigment in their products, but when it comes to cheap to blushes, I don't like a lot of pigment. So this is my speed. Okay, so time for highlight. Let's go ahead and do the lighter one here up top. It just says shimmer highlight. The bottom one says shimmer bronze highlight. They have very creative names, but anyway, just cleaning off my brush and let's go in. I feel like I'm washed out, so sorry, but that's pretty. It's pretty in person. I have no idea if it's coming on across on camera, but yeah, that's my type of highlight. Like it doesn't, I bet if I wet my brush, I could make it like that super, super intense, but it just gives a really nice sheen to the skin. Hopefully next month I will be doing my get ready with me with a ring light downstairs at night, so you know, the kids will be asleep and I won't have to worry about that, but also like the lighting will be a lot better, I'm praying. We shall see. Ooh, that's a really pretty, I don't even know if you guys can see that. But anyway, I'm hoping to buy one. I'm looking around at a few different ones and I'm actually talking with a company who said that they would send it, but I really do want to get a ring light, not just for get ready with me's, but when I do eye swatches. I just feel like I really need to invest in that to make sure the eye swatches look better and come across better. So yeah, hopefully next month. But anyway, we've done all that. What are we doing next? Let's finish off the eyes. I want to go in with that blue. Take me to Santorini. Let's go in with this called Boundless. We're gonna stick that right on the lower lash line. Just like that. All right, now I wanna get another one that is not used. Let me grab a clean one. We'll go in with the orange, that Greek sunset. Just very lightly on the corners. And then for the inner corner, let's go ahead and go in with that peach shade, what it was called, Visa Waver. That shade, I think we used that on the, well, we used that on the outer corner. That was pretty dark. I need something bright, but I just don't know what to use. We're just gonna go in Visa Waver and we can maybe top it with some of that white. The white is just matte, so I really like a, no, it's too colorful. Okay, abort. Sorry, let's try the white. You know what, let's just do it. We're gonna top this with the Smashbox highlighter. That'll work. But yeah, that, what is it, Visa Waver? Pigmented, that for sure. The same shade we used on our cheekbones, and I'm going to wet it. I want to wet it just to make it more intense. Definitely not a super intense highlight for an inner corner highlight, at least my preference for this bright of a eye look. Just gonna put on a little lower lash mascara, and since we're using this new one, Covergirl Flourish by Lashblast, I do find that it's fairly easy to get my lower lashes. If you didn't know, I have like non-existent lower lashes, pretty much. Okay, so I'm using the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel. It has this weird little applicator, and I heard a lot of people say don't use that, just use a brush, which part of me is like, well, that defeats the whole nice and easy aspect of it, but I definitely don't like using the applicator because there's just too much product on that and it's not precise, so like I really have to scrape it off, and even when I do, like, it just kind of, I don't know, it works because I have such thick brows, but since I have this kind of eye look, I don't really want a messy brow. I kind of want something a little more structured. I feel like that helps pull really vibrant looks together. At least that's what I tell myself, and like I always like to kind of come and make this bottom more defined because that's where I am most sparse, and I can't do that with this applicator. So all right, there's that. My battery is low, so we're doing good. We're almost done. Like I said, yeah, first impressions, I mean, I've used this, you know, couple times last month, but I do like it. I just don't appreciate that aspect of it, that I have to use something else, but it is a nice product, and it does, I like how it tints, like it kind of does the work of a pomade, but also a brow gel, kind of like, you know, it's kind of like all in one. I do like that about it. So let's move on to lips. We have the, I'm going to use the Rimmel, either Stay Satin or Stay Matte. Let's go with this one and see how ridiculous it looks, because I feel like this is going to be way too nude for me. It is in the shade Take a Chill Pill, and it's their new Stay Satin lip color, which I haven't tried yet, so let's see how this works. Wow, this is like concealer lips. It's a very thin formula. Oh, what do you guys think? I feel like I'm too bright, that's what I think. Alright, so this is definitely concealer lips, but just to give you a review on the product, it's definitely very sheer. And maybe it's just the color, but I'm not too crazy about it. Should I just jive with it? No. You guys can tell me in the comments if I'm making a mistake and if you like that, but I feel like I don't. So we're just going to go on with their Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color in the shade Strapless. Okay, so I know I've tried their Stay Matte shade, or like their line before, and I don't remember them being so thin. I feel like I'm really having to work to take the lines from even the applicator or when I put my lips together to take those lines out. And even now, like, I feel like I've coated it well enough, but it still looks streaky, and I don't remember that with my other color, so I'm gonna have to go look and see what color. I thought it was a pretty nude color, but maybe it was a lot darker, because this is also, you know, it's pretty nude, but whatever. It's a good color for my comfort zone for this look, so we're gonna rock it. I just don't remember having that issue, and my lips aren't in the best condition because with being so busy and stressed, I have been neglecting my skincare like crazy, and you can tell my lips are telling on me, but anyway, it's fine, whatever. All right, I think that's it. Oh no, I need the Set to Perfection makeup setting spray. I think I tried this in last month's, but never really used it. Past that, I mean, I used it a couple times, but not enough to remember, so let's use it again. That first mist was really violent. The rest of the mists weren't bad, a little chunky, but that first one, holy cow, yeah, you can tell splotches. And I don't know if that's from that first mist, and maybe it's because I hadn't used it in a while, or what, but oh, that wasn't fun. I feel like I sprayed my face with a hose. It definitely has a fragrance to it, kind of like a, I don't know, a perfume, cheap perfume, I guess, and it has a hairspray feel to it, because my hair feels like hairspray now, so I don't know if I like that. And it definitely looks a little splotchy there, so that's fantastic, but I will use it. Maybe it's really great for gluing your makeup to your face and it'd be worth it for special occasions, but I don't know. It's supposed to be water resistant, keeps makeup in place, matte finish, so maybe it'd be good if you're going to the pool, but like all the arm hair on my arm, it feels, you know, like when you get hairspray on them, that's what it feels like, so not a fan of that. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. Let me back up. Alright, so there you have it. That is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the new products that I'm going to be working on for this month. I hope you guys enjoyed the eye look that I came out with. But let me know in future how you would like me to do these Chit Chat Get Ready with me testing all new makeup. Do you want me to focus on the products like I did in this video? Would you like me to talk more about other things either in the beauty community or in my, you know, personal life, even though I don't get very personal on here, but talk more about my kids, parenting, anything like that, I'd be okay with that. But let me know how you want me to structure these. And also, do you want me to kind of give a wrap up at the end of all the products I use? I try to do it as we went along just because I feel like that would make these videos way too long to do it at the end. But let me know your preference down below. I'm definitely open to hearing suggestions and kind of, you know, experiment in the next couple months and kind of figure out a rhythm and figure out how I like to do these videos. But anyway, with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.